Piece 979. Yo, so we got a couple revelations here. Number one, Kaido has a son. That's huge. So it looks like Kaido might be trying to supplant Orochi. It really kind of feels like that because there's no real point. Like, there's an announcement. The announcement's obviously like, yo, I can't trust Orochi. He's already done his just due and everything. Let me go ahead and kill this dude, get him out, and I'll put my son in power. That seems like the obvious power play right there to do. Now, the other thing, though, is the fact that at the end of the chapter, this man Luffy's got that look on his face. This man got that look on his face, and he's like, wait a second. You knocking food over. You guys wilding. You talking mad trash right now. You wasting food, and there's people out there starving. Luffy's got those flashbacks. He's remembering all the encounters that he's had in the past. Luffy looks like he's about to go through and fuck some shit up. Luffy looks like he's getting ready to fuck some shit up, and not in a good way. And it's everything that the Straw Hats were worried about. Because when you look at their plan was actually pretty fucking solid. Like, when you look at it, you had essentially Denjiro leading one group. You had Kanjuro leading the other. You had Law with another group. And you had Kaido's castle at the back end. Then you had Luffy and Kid coming in through the front door. Basically, it's one of those things to where they're all locked in on all sides. You got the south, you got the east, you got Law coming in from the back, and you got Luffy coming in from the front. It really looked like they were going to have this dude pinned down, and they're just going to take him by surprise. And the whole time that this is going on, Kinemon is just leading his men through, and he's racing against time because Kanjuro has not made his way to actually inform Orochi of what's actually gone on. And you get this moment to where it looks like Momonosuke actually grabbed one of the daggers that's probably going to come into play later on. That's going to be pretty badass if Momo ends up being the one that gets the finishing blow on Kaido. It's going to be poetic justice if all hope seems lost and he's the one that ends up stabbing Kaido, and basically shows like, hey, like, I am my father's son. And just as Odin did all this wild crazy stuff when he was young, imagine being Momo's age and you can sit there and say that you struck down an emperor. Just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if Oda pulled something like that. But I gotta say, like, you get this hilarious moment to where they're like, oh yeah, Luffy said that, oh yeah, they don't know Kinemon's plan. I'm gonna go bring him back. And like, Sanji and Nami, like, that's only gonna make things worse. And then you get the moment to where Jinbe says, well, Zoro said he was gonna go get him. And that's when they say, well, he's only gonna get lost. Like, that's what I mean. Like, when all the Straw Hats get together, like, the humor, and even with moments like this, again, heavy hand and soft hand, the humor in this moment, like, that's when like, okay, there's something serious getting ready to happen, because Oda's making me laugh way too much in this chapter. Like, you get that, and you get this moment to where Sanji's all love struck and he's trying to get inside, and that's when Nami tells him, like, hey, our ship is full. And then that's when Sanji's like, Usopp, you get out of here. And Usopp's like, family, who's going to aim the cannon? Who's going to aim the cannon if I'm not in here? Is it going to be you? Just give it up, brother. Like, even Usopp's like, look, man, I know I'm surrounded by a lot of pussy right now, but I ain't trying to hit none of that. You might as well chill. And then he tries to shoot his shot with Robin, and Robin's like, no, I'm fine walking. And it just makes sense, right? It makes sense because, like, Robin looking like a whole ass thought. I know somebody's like, you gonna say whole ass meal, weren't you? Nah, she looking like a whole ass thought, and those boots are made for walking. You! Those boots are made for walking, man. On some real though, like Robin's got actually a pretty hot design, man. It's just a running gag. Let me quit, man. I'm gonna quit. But I like how you get that, and then you get this moment to where Robin, as she and Jinbe are talking, she's like, hey, you actually made a very good observation. It does make sense that, as all the battles go forward, that we have somebody that's cold and cool and calculated, and they're observing the fights that are taking place. And it's basically a situation where when you really look at it, like Nico Robin, she's got the ability to essentially be the perfect spy, and then you had Jinbe, who has the power to essentially be that big bulldozer that comes in to bring up the rear guard. Like, Robin can break everything down and she can hold her own in battle, but Jinbe's gonna be the one that's gonna raise the hell when push comes to shove and they need him. So that's actually a pretty good strategy what they got going on right there. But I do like how, you know, it's just like Robin and Jinbe, and like they're just being super chill with it. Like I love those two as a pairing, man. I love those two as a pairing. Like, it's so fitting that these two are together and how they're hitting it off like this. I want to see more interactions with those characters. Now, I will say this though, I like how when the Tobiroppo shows up in front of Kaido and Kaido gives him the mission, you know, Kaido's teasing this huge announcement, and you get this moment to where, you know, Kaido says, like, look, man, like, King is really the one that assembled all you guys, but here's the thing. I need you guys to go find my son, bring him back, and if you guys bring him back, then I'll let you challenge whatever one of the lead performers that you want to challenge. Whoever you want to challenge, I'll let you go for it, and you can have off with them. And Kaido's essentially dangling the fruit right there. So my question is again, it's got to be, I believe they call it the son Yamato. It's got to be essentially he wants to make Yamato the true leader of Wano. I think he wants to actually supplant Orochi at this point, and Orochi's in a situation where he's in the lion's den and he looks like food at this point. So it kind of makes sense if that's the power play that he's going to do, especially if you're also in a situation where, you know, Kaido wants somebody to run Wano after he leaves, because I think that part of the reason why he has this alliance with Big Mom is I think that they're making a play against the other four emperors, so against Blackbeard and against Shanks. So it kind of shows you, like, everybody's going after that One Piece, and, you know, it seems like they're drawing those battle lines right now. Like, so on one hand, it does look like, yo, Luffy and them came at the wrong time, but at the same time, like, you know, Luffy's in a situation where this is the time for Luffy to sink or swim. You know, so it's one of those things to where Luffy's going to raise a lot of fuss. But if he's able to come out of this on top and alive, Luffy has just announced to the entire world that he's here. Like, he let them know he was coming when you had the events of Whole Cake Island. He let them know he was coming. But now this is Luffy basically saying, I pulled up to the front door, I walked in, and I sat down at the table. Bitch, you're gonna listen to me talk now. Like, this is a huge moment for Luffy right here. He cannot fuck this up. So my question to you guys is, what did you guys think that Kaido wanted with Yamato during this time? What do you think that he wanted with them? And then what do you think about the chick that's got the horns that's doing all this trash talk to Kaido? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.